on, everybody, and welcome back to another Clash Royale video. Now today I'm going to be doing something I haven't seen anywhere on YouTube yet. I've seen a few of these challenge videos, but I know nobody's done it for Clash Royale, and this is going to be the Rubik's Cube challenge. Also, I want to apologize for how I sounded in today's video. I am still pretty sick, but the grind doesn't stop and we got to keep this upload streak going. So if you're a little bit confused on what today's video is going to be, we're actually going to be solving a Rubik's Cube while playing Clash Royale at the exact same time. I'm going to try to solve this Rubik's Cube during a battle, and hopefully I end up winning that battle. That'll make it even better. But I'll also have a hand cam on the screen right now. You guys can also see my Rubik's Cube here and my iPad here. So we'll be playing Clash Royale while trying to solve this Rubik's Cube. It's not mixed up yet, so I'll be back with you guys in just a second after I mix it all up. Alright, so now as you can tell, it's pretty mixed up, and this is the cube that we're going to be solving today. My fastest time to solve a Rubik's Cube is about 45 seconds, I believe. I'm not one of those crazy guys that can solve it in 5 or 10 seconds. So if you came here expecting that, this is probably not the video for you. But I've never tried to do it while trying to focus on battling in Clash Royale, as well as trying to focus on recording a video. So we're going to have to see how this goes. It will be pretty interesting, but hopefully you guys do enjoy it. We are going to be rocking this deck right here, the same one I've used in a few videos. I'm just really having fun with it, and it's working well for me. Right now we're at 3,300 trophies, which means we might find some tough opponents, but this challenge will still be fun nonetheless. So yeah, let's cut into our first battle and see how this goes. Alright, so now that the battle has started, I can go ahead and try to solve this thing. I really am not sure how this is going to go at all, especially commentating wise, because I'm not sure if I can focus on all three of these things at once. Right now I need to place some troops down and counter whatever he has. But as soon as I place my troops and do what I need to do, I'm going to go back to trying to solve this cube, because this is going to be pretty hard to do. And now I got to fireball these barbarians right here and make sure I take care of this princess as well. So let's finish that right there. And right now the cube is looking alright. I'm going pretty slow, but I'm just so it's so hard to focus on all three of these things at once. If you guys know how to solve a Rubik's Cube, definitely go ahead and try this out for yourself. It's definitely a challenge. Right here, let's counter this push right here. Let's also throw in our miner back there, and that should be good for now. Let's get back to solving this cube. I almost have the first layer done, which is really taking much longer than it should, but it's not that big of a deal. At least we're not getting wrecked in Clash Royale right now. So now the first layer is completely done. Now we got to work on the second layer, but we almost have full elixir, so let's just go ahead and place some troops real quick. Drop our Hog Rider with the fire spirits. He's got a princess on the right side, which will be annoying to deal with later on. Right now, I didn't even see what happened to my fire spirits. I guess he zapped them, but I noticed my Hog Rider didn't even get a shot off on that tower, which is pretty unfortunate. The barbarians still have a little bit of health left, but they shouldn't make it to the tower before that miner dies. Goblins took out that princess, and we did manage to take care of the barbarians. Now he's got an ice wizard coming over here. We're working on the second layer of the Rubik's Cube right now, and I think this is going pretty well. I don't see us actually losing this battle. Maybe I spoke too soon though. Who knows what's going to happen. I might get distracted for a few seconds and he may get a crazy push off, or maybe we'll get a nice push as well. I'm expecting barbarians, so I have my zap ready unless he zaps my fire spears, but he didn't. So zap those barbarians right there, and we should get this tower right here, or at least do a lot of damage. We're actually done with the whole second layer of the Rubik's Cube, so now we got to work on the third layer while trying to counter this mini P.E.K.K.A. He's got a princess over there as well, so this would definitely be interesting right here. He's got a goblin barrel coming in here too. These are so many troops to counter. Let's drop our goblins on that princess right there and get back to solving the Rubik's Cube. I'm sorry if you can't completely see the cube. I know I'm holding it a little bit high, but I'll try to fix that in the next battle. Let's send our miner at that tower right here. I really want to finish this, but I know time's running out on the Clash Royale clock. So let's go ahead and do this step right here. Let's take out that ice wizard. Let's drop our mini P.E.K.K.A. This is so hard to do all three of these things at once. Let's zap those goblins right there. Let's drop some goblins on that miner. And we're almost done with this cube, but we're going to have to end the raid right here. So throw a fireball at that tower, and we almost finished the cube, but we didn't quite get it. Let's see how close we actually got. So as you can see, we got the top two layers done, and we were really close to getting the last layer as well. We were really about just like 3 steps away from finishing it. All we really had to do was finish these 2 tiles right here, but I don't want to go too far into overtime if I don't have to, so I had to finish that battle right there. But we did end up winning, so we got pretty far as well as actually won a battle. Now let's go into a second battle and see if we can do even better. Alright, so as you can tell, the cube is completely mixed up again, and here we are into another battle. So let's drop down our Hog Rider and some goblins, and now let's start working on this cube right here. Hopefully we can actually finish the cube during this battle. That would be awesome. We got to make sure we take care of those minions right there though. And I think we might drop our miner to distract that mini P.E.K.K.A. So that should be fine right there. I'm not too worried about his push. Glad the mini P.E.K.K.A. didn't get to our tower because I wasn't paying attention right there and he probably could have done some tricky stuff. Those fire spirits will probably get some damage done to our tower. Unfortunately, that wasn't the best place to drop that mini P.E.K.K.A. Now let's keep working on this cube, which is really what I'm trying to focus on. So hard to do all three of these things at once. You guys have no idea. But like I mentioned earlier, if you do know how to solve a cube, go ahead and try out this challenge and let me know how you do with it. It's really fun, actually. I wasn't sure how well it's going to go, but I like how it's going so far. If you guys are enjoying it, make sure you do smash that like button down below. I might do more challenges like these in the future, but I just had this random thought on to do this challenge, and so I guess I went ahead and gave it a shot. This is going to be a tricky battle to win, though. It doesn't look like we actually will, because that Inferno is going to stop most of our pushes, and with his miner and his crazy deck that he's running, he'll probably get a lot of cheap shots in and eventually run my tower all the way down. We are doing pretty well on this cube, though, so maybe we can actually finish the cube and then completely focus on the battle instead. Right now, we already have 2 layers done, so let's work on the 3rd right now. And as soon as we finish this cube, we can just go ahead and get right on into the battle and see if we can come back and win. So we do have to take care of this princess, though. That's definitely a priority. So now let's drop our miner and our hog rider and some fire spirits. We got our zap ready in case he drops barbarians. I'm not sure if he will. He drops that inferno, but our hog rider luckily got past it, did a little bit of damage to that tower, and now let's defend against this mini P.E.K.K.A right here. He's got a miner coming in. Let's distract that. The fire spirits do take out our minions, and the mini P.E.K.K.A makes it to the tower, so that sucks right there. The tower goes down. I'm not sure what to do about this inferno tower because it's really annoying. So let's drop our hog rider behind our fire spirits and see if that can do anything. So he had another inferno. Like I said, that inferno is going to be so annoying throughout this whole battle. Not much we can really do about it besides just push through it. And I think this is all this battle is going to be for us. I totally forgot what I was doing. I was trying to focus on all 3 things at once, and I kind of messed up on the cube. I'm really just trying to solve it now at this point before this battle ends. No, I don't think we're going to in 10 seconds. We might, though. We'll see. Alright, so we lost the battle. I completely gave up on that. But we did solve the cube as the battle ended, so I guess that means something. Maybe we'll go into a battle right after this one and see if we can actually solve the cube and win at the exact same time. Because right now we did win one battle, but we didn't completely solve the cube. And then during this battle we lost. I kind of gave up and focused on the cube, and we ended up solving it during that battle. So now I'm going to go out into one last battle and see if we can actually win and solve the cube in the same battle. Alright, so here we are in a new battle against a level 10. I actually went into a battle right before this, but I forgot to mix up the cube, so I had to just finish that battle off without actually solving it. But now we do have this cube mixed up. Let's go ahead and counter that Royal Giant right there. This ought to be a fun battle against the Royal Giant. Looks like we're doing well on the cube so far. We got to make sure he doesn't do too much damage to our tower, though. The Royal Giant, like I said, is going to be pretty annoying. Let's save up for a push right now. The cube's looking fine. We're about to finish the top layer already, which is a good sign. Let's send our miner at the princess right there. Let's drop our hog rider and some goblins. He did drop an elixir collector, so we should be low on elixir, which is good for us. We made it all the way to that tower. I would zap those goblins, but it looks like mine did enough of the damage, and we took those out, which is fine. We also got that tower all the way down to 526 hit points, which was an awesome play right there. Thanks, man. He has absolutely no idea that we're trying to solve a Rubik's Cube while battling him at the exact same time. Alright, so now we have the first layer done, and now let's go ahead and work on the second. It looks like we might have got a little bit of damage done to that tower, because now it's at 340. I totally forgot what I dropped already. I'm really focused on this cube. Let's take care of the princess right there. And what was I doing on the cube? This is the hardest part, because if you're in the middle of doing a step and you have to counter something on the battlefield, you totally forgot what you were doing, and sometimes it might mess you up. Let's drop our miner back there to take care of the elixir collector and then push to the opposite side. Maybe we can throw him off a little bit. He wasted all of his elixir on that left tower defending his elixir collector, so we got so much damage done to the right tower. That was a great push right there, and we ended up taking it out. I can't believe we're doing this well while actually solving a Rubik's Cube during the battle. This is crazy. So now we're working on the cube even more. I have no idea what to talk about. This is so hard to focus on all these things at once. So now we're done with the top 2 layers of the cube. Let's work on the bottom now. And if you guys have no idea what I'm talking about on how to solve a cube, you may be a little bit confused, but for those of you that do, maybe you're following along. If not, just know when I say this stuff, I'm working on the cube. Let's see here. So he's got a few troops coming out of my right tower. Looks like he's done a decent amount of damage to both of my towers, actually. We gotta fireball those minions so they don't do too much damage. And this is the hardest part of the cube. It's not the actual hardest part of the cube, but while you're playing, it requires a little bit of focus. So if you're playing Clash Royale and trying to do it at the exact same time, it might get a little bit hard to do. So now let's focus on this. So we're really close to being done with the cube. This battle is about to end. So if we can hold off for 13 more seconds, we should be able to win this battle right here. We are so close to finishing this cube. Come on. All I gotta do is zap that tower right there, get this last little turn in here. 2 seconds left, 1 second left, and oh no, no, I didn't even see that. I thought the zap would have taken it out. I had my fireball ready. I was just so focused on finishing the cube. We finished the cube. His tower had 1 hit points. We should have won that. No. Alright, I'm counting that as a win in my books. I don't know why my zap didn't take that out, but we did. I guess we lost, whatever. but it was really close. We should have won. I had my fireball ready and everything. I was just really focused on solving the cube. But anyway, hopefully you guys did enjoy. Let me know what you thought of this video in the comment section below, because I was kind of hesitant to actually upload this, but I thought it'd be fun. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure you like the video down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That's going to be it for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.